Good morning, millennials. Welcome back to The Morning Toast.
The morning matzah this week.
Oh, that's
her.
Oh, we are?
And her hair. Yeah, it's a story today. I know you have much to say.
Much too good for children.
And I have much to say too.
Ooh.
Not as much as you. I have some pros and cons.
Okay, before we get into it, because like the only time we've ever really
I don't have the energy to get into it right this minute.
The only time we've ever like fought like on this show was like when you were just getting like a little mean about Taylor Swift. So all I'm gonna say is say what you want, but like just be nice, okay?
For sure. I was being a little critical, and
the last time.
I respect the hell out of her. I just don't like her pink tips. Okay.
That's fine. You know what? She wore like this like checkered coat last night, and I didn't like it either. But like, I just love her, and you know what? I guess I gotta go get a checkered coat.
I understand. Like, if Olivia Colbo dyed her ends pink, I'd be like, so am I.
No, honestly, I've been feeling like the way that you feel about Lala Kent is the most similar because I have some thoughts on Lala Kent from last night's episode, and like, you're not gonna like them.
Okay. Well, I might like them.
Okay.
What?
Well, we'll talk about
the episode, but just tell me now.
No, she was out of control at that meal, like acting like this wise old sage when like you were fucking going nuts a week ago.
No, and it's like, if I were James, I wouldn't trust you because I don't know if you're gonna be nice. They had this conversation once before. He was excited to be friends again, and then she totally stood him up. So like, I don't agree with what she did there, but I was just loving watching her face move.
Yeah, no, I know, but like, she's over here like being like, I was in that place. Like, yeah, yesterday. Like, I hate when people act like holier than thou, and it's like, bitch, like.
No, I don't even think, maybe she means she's in that place like this season, but I feel like she meant in the past where like she was down and out because no one wanted to film
be friends with her. Yeah. But I thought she meant more like the drinking spiraling.
Perhaps. Okay, we'll get into Vanderpump Rules. Did you watch Kardashians?
I did.
We'll get into Kardashians.
You also like hyped up Kardashians and like nothing crazy happened.
No, nothing crazy happened, but I just thought it was like interessant how big of an animal Kourtney was.
It was insightful. And you know what was very insightful? That I can't believe they didn't edit out. And even when Ben heard it, he was like, did she really just say that? And I love how they put a subtitle. She like left her bag on the plane and Chloe was like, Kourtney, your bag. She's like, yeah, whatever, someone will get it.
Right.
Like, your slave?
Right. So we'll talk about it. I just thought it was full of interesting factoids that really showed the dynamics of how they travel. First of all, did they charter a commercial plane?
Okay, I thought the same thing, because their first flight, they flew commercial. I don't think you can fly on a private jet for that amount of time, 18 hours. But then the second and a half hour plane, 2.5 hour plane, when they pulled up, it was like a 747. Like, it was a huge plane.
So I have to believe that an airline of Bali sent them a plane and was part of like a tourism play.
Right, because now I like to think about like who pays for those trips. Like on Bravo trips, it's all paid for by the network. But at the end of the day, it's like a house and commercial flights. Like, it's not that crazy.
A lot of the times, like the hotel, if they want the promo, they give it for free.
Yeah, the house was being promoted, so the house was totally free.
Like The Bachelor, the hotels are free. I think on the...
You know, but I'm saying Kardashians specifically because they travel at a level of luxury that I don't think like a network would afford.
But I also think the Kardashians might have got paid by Bali.
Because it really was a great commercial.
It's a great commercial for Bali. Now it's on my list of places that are vacation places that I would love to go.
I know, but it's so far.
But after the flight, like they shouldn't have put that in.
Is it further from New York or closer? Like, is it 6 hours more or 6 hours less?
That's a good. I don't know.
I don't know either. Because like when you fly to Australia, you have to fly to LA. But like when you could fly from New York to China, so.
I feel like at a certain point it's all the same.
Yeah, it's like, doesn't the world connect? Because it's round.
Right. It's like. Whatever. Well,
so we're going to recap Vanderpump Rules, Kardashians, and what Patreon episode did we do yesterday?
We did famous couples throughout history yesterday.
Oh my God, yeah, okay. Honestly, it was mad confusing because apparently I know nothing about history or famous couples. So we went through like a comprehensive list of all the most famous couples throughout history.
Like historical couples, TV couples, movie couples, celebrity couples.
And like how impactful they were.
Obviously, we can speak on the celebrity couples, but I actually found the most interesting and informative ones were the historical couples that we didn't know much about. But what about the Shah who built the Taj Mahal for his dead wife?
Right, or what about perhaps the most famous and historical couple of them all, Adam and Eve?
Right, no, they are the most famous and the most historical. Then we talked a little bit Napoleon and Josephine, Henry VIII.
The Carrie Bradshaw of it all.
We were trying, there were some things that we knew about these people. We thought we were right, we weren't sure. It turns out we were right about everything. Henry VIII and the divorce and the Church of England and Queen Victoria and her kids sitting on every throne.
Well, you should basically just listen to the episode, patreon.com/morningtoast, The Morning Toast.
Unlike this show, it's not full of fake facts.
Yeah, no, it was a really interesting kind of different episode for us. And then we recorded another episode, which we will be releasing this week.
Today.
All about beauty. And I got to sit down with, I don't know if you guys know her. She's like a huge lifestyle blogger. She has an international fashion and luxury lifestyle brand. Her name is Jackie O. Like, I'm not sure if you're familiar with her. I scored the interview. I embraced my inner Diane Sawyer. We just like went for it, you know?
Yeah, I basically have never talked so much in my life when
No,
sitting in
more
the same room
importantly,
as Claudia.
I've never talked so little.
Right.
It was nice.
I think I spilled some interesting factoids that were well interesting about just my life experience and how I got to be the woman I am today, which is hardly a woman.
But before all that, we would be remiss if we didn't deliver the Fast 5 stories that you need to know before you wake up and take a bite out of your morning toast.
Okay, you've held your tongue long enough. Taylor steps out with new pink dip-dyed hair. Is it another cue? Fresh music is on the way. Taylor Swift is creating a pink themed stir once again, People. And you know what? I originally had the article from Ian. Like, sometimes I don't read the article before I read it on the show. And I was reading it, and they were just taking way too many creative liberties.
Okay, I'm glad.
People magazine was more straight facts.
I appreciate you taking a creative liberty and nixing the E! News article.
Nixing E! News' creative liberties.
And thank you for not making fun of the way I just couldn't say taking.
It's okay. On Monday, the delicate singer stepped out in New York City rocking pink dip-dyed hair. Swift complimented her tresses by wearing a pink long-sleeve crop t-shirt, which fans believe is new merch because the sleeves say Taylor Swift.
Oh no, it's 100% new merch.
I didn't even see that it said Taylor Swift.
It was really up and down the arm. It's a white shirt and it says Taylor Swift in white.
How do you see that?
It's easy to miss. There's more pictures from the back.
Okay.
And also, a lot of people are thinking that it's a cropped shirt, and she basically cropped it herself because the name of the album is underneath, like where she cropped. Like she cut it herself.
Ooh, that is a good theory.
So I guess we'll see in a year, like when we're at tour, like what the merch is.
Yeah.
Or it could just be a cropped shirt because it's still a cute shirt.
She paired the top with pink and green floral shorts and Gucci sneakers that she borrowed from Ben Soffer. The Grammy winner also wore fuchsia pink lipstick. Okay, so we definitely have a pink vibe, which I totally support.
She is in town because tomorrow today the 23rd, yeah, she's performing at the Time 100. Like, I don't even know what she's gonna perform, but like, I don't care. And so she's staying at her house in Tribeca, which like, I just really wanna go and like stand outside for, but like, I feel like my feet will hurt because she'll take so long to come out and like, I'll get like a 10-second picture. And also like, you really shouldn't wait outside celebrities' homes. It's a huge invasion of privacy. But also, she was in town for Gigi Hadid's birthday last night as well.
Yes.
Which she stepped out wearing like a really ugly coat, but like obviously now I have to buy it.
Realizing it was a denim-themed party, everyone was wearing denim. Olivia Colpo looked phenomenal.
Taylor wasn't wearing denim.
Her coat must have been some sort of denim. It must have been. Everyone was wearing denim.
I just posted the picture on my Swiftie
I don't
with no
know,
job
I don't know
account.
if it was specifically denim-themed, but everyone was wearing Genie vibes.
Okay.
Maybe it was Genie vibes only themed.
Maybe.
Back to Taylor Swift. I can't remember if I had a dream last night or if I was thinking about it in the car and I forgot to write it down, but I had an idea for what her song,
album,
like what the name would be.
Okay.
Oh, because there was someone, she posted a picture of a briefcase and people were like, businesswoman special. And now maybe this wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but I thought maybe the title could be like Back to Business.
That's horrible.
Just watch.
No.
Could you imagine?
Well, here's the thing.
Right, so explain the briefcase. Explain the briefcase.
Okay, the briefcase is obviously like a still from set. Like, you know, did you ever see the Babe music video? She's like working in an office and her husband's cheating on her or something. Like it was very like Mad Men vibes.
Okay.
So it's obviously just a part of the aesthetic of the music video. Whatever the song's about, whatever the music video is about, there's a woman with a briefcase, and that's pretty much all I know. But more importantly, I think why that's not an accurate title is because the whole message, and what I firmly believe to be the truth, is that this album was supposed to be the album before Reputation. She was like about to release it, but Kim and Kanye like ruined her life, and then she like hid in a hole and wrote a whole other album that she thought was more important to release first.
Agree. Okay.
Because there's a huge gap in the songs. Like there are no songs really about Calvin Harris and like that time in her life. When she was
on top of the world.
When she was Bleachella, like she was at the Met Gala, like there's no album.
There's no Tom Hiddleston story.
Right, except
songs.
Getaway Car is the only song about Tom Hiddleston, Met Gala, and Calvin Harris, whatever. So there's a time period of her life that's missing from 1989 till Reputation because she took so much time off. So I believe she had all these songs written for like TS6, but now we had put them on hold, and now it's going to be TS7, and it's even better because now she's like branding it as like this happy-go-lucky like step into the daylight kind of moment, whereas Reputation was like this dark leather like snakeskin vibe, which was good for what it was, but I'm very much happy to be moving on to like a brighter, more like butterfly themed moment.
I have to disagree. I don't think it's going to be those songs. I think those songs will never see the light of day unless like she has a museum about herself one day. Because I think as an artiste, it wouldn't be authentic to be singing, like she's always singing about her like current or recent past. And so to be singing about things that happened 3 years ago and to be putting on that persona, like that album was supposed to be happy, pink, young, fresh, on top of the world. And that's not what happened to her. So I would
Well, that's why she didn't release the album in that moment.
Understood, but I think maybe the album she's releasing now is like the post-Reputation. Okay, so she emerged from the ashes, rose like a phoenix.
Well, so I don't...
And that was Reputation, and now she's a butterfly.
Moving on. Maybe, but I don't necessarily agree with the fact that she only writes songs about current history, because there are songs on Reputation that you could argue are about John Mayer.
Oh, totally.
So
it's not about
I feel like she writes songs like over the course of her life and then just picks them for the albums. Like I feel like she has like 300 songs that like maybe might make it or may not, because she's always doing like bonus tracks. Like the best, I think some of Taylor Swift's best songs were bonus tracks on 1989 that you only got if you bought the album at Target.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. Like she just has this cachet of music, like, and it's not incumbent upon a schedule, you know? Or like a time period.
I don't know. I would love to hear that album. If this is that album, I would be excited. But
because it was such a good time for her.
The problem is that it wouldn't show growth. It's like it would show that she hiccuped, she went through it, and now she's back to the person she was, who, by the way, did lie about what was said on that phone call.
Oh my God! By the way, person that she was, it's not like she was a terrorist.
No, she was being out of control.
No! Oh my God,
she
Jackie,
was being out of control.
No.
At the height of everything, she was being out of control, and like she, with her girl squad, she admits that now. When she made that speech, when someone tries
she went to prison and she was reformed. She was being annoying, but she got ahead of herself because she was bullied in high school. Like I don't take anything that she did before. Like Kanye and Kim didn't fix Taylor. Like
no.
they schooled her because she was being like a little petty.
She was being a little petty. She was being a little annoying. So you're saying the album that would be coming out on Friday is the album of that annoying girl?
Yeah, who cares? It's still good music.
I don't know.
And it's like what she like was being annoying is like what Ariana Grande is doing now. So it's like when Ariana Grande does it, it's like, oh my God, she's so amazing. But like when Taylor does it, she's annoying and petty.
Wait, what is Ariana Grande doing now?
Just like writing songs about everyone that she knows.
Like her exes.
Yeah, that's what Taylor Swift was doing.
Loved when she wrote about her exes.
Yeah.
It was.
So you're saying the person that she was what? She's not writing about her
no,
girl
the person
gang.
who got on stage and said when someone tries to take credit for your fame, as if she didn't know that song was coming out and that she approved that lyric.
I'm just saying, like, you're acting like she's like a better person now because like she murdered someone and she went to prison and now she's like reformed. Like, she wasn't a bad person back then. No. And like the album that she created doesn't need to be trashed because she went through like a public whatever.
I just think she's grown.
And for sure, but the songs are still good and they deserve to be heard.
Okay.
I'm here for it. That was, like, as much as she was, like, annoying back then, like, I lived for that Taylor. Like, the 1989 Taylor, like, she was so cute, so glam. Like, I loved all of her outfits. Like, everything she wore was so cute. And, like, yes, it was annoying, but, like, it was cool that she was hanging out with Selena Gomez. And, like, everyone died when she had that 4th of July party at her house. And even, like, the I Heart TS, like, Tom Hiddleston thing, like, I was here for it. Like, it was annoying, but I lived for it. So I definitely want to hear an album from that moment. Because, like, remember when she was so normal, just, like, going to Vegas, like, when her boyfriend was DJing at XS, and, like, she was just, like, a girl in Vegas with her friends?
Yeah, so normal when her boyfriend was going to a massage parlor.
Oh my God, please, everyone goes to massage parlor, Robert Kraft. Like, please, like, everyone can do everything they want. But when Taylor Swift does it, it's not okay. Like, I can't. I need Margot here.
Listen, I really love her. I love her music. But she's just at a different level, and I'm holding her to that standard.
Okay, but that doesn't mean that music that she's written in different stages of her life doesn't deserve to be heard.
No, but her whole thing has always been, like, her music reflects who she is, what she's going through, and I think now she's been through and is a different person than she was 3 years ago. And I want to hear from this person.
Okay, that I agree with. That I agree with being like saying that her album always reflects the current state that she's in. And to release an album from 3 years ago would just be counterproductive. So that I will agree with you on. But I do feel like those songs were like in a really good place in her life, and I would like to hear it.
I completely agree.
Like, she became the person that the 16-year-old in her always wanted to be. And as much as it was annoying, like, she is definitely delayed in her growth. Like, she's a 30-year-old walking around with pink streaks in her hair, but, like, she was 15 and, like, didn't finish high school and, like, was on tour, like, the first only female to, like, sell out arenas. Like, she's definitely stunted in her growth a little bit. So when she was 26, acting like a 21-year-old, like, running around town with her girlfriends, like, being the cool girl, like, it was annoying for sure, but, like, that's just the way that her life turned out to be.
And you know what? I was actually really happy for her because it's not often that you get to be the person that you like
wanted to be in high school.
Yeah, wanted to be in high school, got bullied by in high school.
Yeah.
And now you get to be the bully, and good for you.
Yeah, no, totally.
Enjoy it.
And then it takes an even bigger person to recognize, like, you became that person and you didn't want to be.
I agree. So for her to release music by that person.
I just don't associate the person with the music because I feel like she has this catalog of music that, like Babe, she released this year and she wrote like 5 years ago.
I totally agree, until Reputation.
Yes, because that was so like moment driven.
Yeah, timely.
For sure.
Okay, so
we're agreeing.
We're in a good place, everyone. Don't worry. We'll be okay.
Maybe.
No, we'll be okay.
No,
because
honestly,
at the end of the
I fucking hate talking about Taylor with you. Like, you just like,
Because
you're making valid points, but like, I prefer to live in a rose-colored world where like Taylor Swift is end all be all, and like.
Well, here's the thing: she's making a rose-colored world
and
for
I'm
you.
so here for it. I much prefer to talk to Margot about
the
Taylor
problem
Swift.
with us talking about Taylor Swift is like we both love her, but I don't
You
love
don't
her
blindly.
I don't love her blindly, right?
And I admittedly love her blindly, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be out here in comment section like trying to make a point because like you might have a better point than me, but at the end of the day, like I love Taylor Swift so much, like I feel like I learn from her, and I just like choose to see her in only positive lights.
That's how I feel about Kim.
And
truly.
Lala,
but I don't know. Like Lala, we've had a short relationship so far. I only get to see her like 10 minutes a week.
I feel that way about Kim also.
I feel that way about Kim. No matter what Kim does, I will find a way to rationalize it.
Yeah, me too. I think, like, I refuse to speak ill of Taylor Swift because like I really want to get noticed by her. And like if I'm out here talking shit, like Taylor Nation is not gonna hook me up, with Reputation room tickets.
That's true. But no, I think we're in a good place.
We're in a good place.
We're gonna move on.
We stan Taylor Swift.
Okay, some really exciting news that crossed my desk this morning, and I hadn't seen it anywhere else.
Okay.
Scott Disick lands new e-show flipping and remodeling high-end homes in Flip It Like Disick.
Oh my God, so many thoughts. One, such a good name. Two, what a missed opportunity for Courtney. Like she
could
so
be doing
dumb.
the interiors of these homes. She's so dumb. This was an idea 6 years ago that she shut down because she didn't want to do more TV.
Yeah.
Finally, he's become a big star in his own right that they have decided that he can carry this show.
Can we talk about Kardashians now just because it's pertinent?
Sure.
And I was just like so shook this episode by the growth of one Scott Disick and how everyone was talking about him like, what?
I just found an interesting factoid in this article.
What?
Fueled by his passion for property development, Disick is teaming up with former pop singer turned interior designer, Willa Ford.
I wanna be bad. Ooh. You make that look so good. I feel like I really learned about like what sex was like from that music video of Willa Ford where she's wearing those tiny, tiny, tiny shorts, like basically underwear, and all the girls are wearing them too. And just, I'm about to lose my cool. I'm about to break the rules. I wanna be bad with you, baby. Give me That music video and the Candy Mandy Moore music video were like the music videos that really like created
changed lives
and shaped me as a woman.
Understood. Also, she's Caitlin Cooper.
Say that again?
Willa Ford is Caitlin Cooper.
Shut the fuck up. Marissa Cooper's little sister?
I'm just gonna fact check that, but yeah, Willa Ford is not Caitlin Cooper. That's a different Willa then.
Oh, okay.
Or what? Wait, hold on. Now I have to
Who
find
is
out.
Willa Ford?
She's I Want to Be Bad.
No, is she anyone else?
Oh, I don't think she was ever an actress. Caitlin
Okay.
Cooper. Willa Holland. Wow, apparently there's two Willas in the world.
What are the odds? Two iconic Willas.
Okay, I don't feel so stupid for saying that then.
Well, I just want to go back to talk. Wait, very interesting factoid. Thank you for sharing. But I would like to jump into the Kardashians episode because I was really shook up by Scott, like being such a good dad. Like, and I love how they all talk about him, like went behind his back, being like, wait, he's like so normal and is being such a good dad. And it's like, for someone who has made her career and like is constantly putting herself on a pedestal in terms of parenting, I was really shocked by Courtney this episode. Like, and I'm not a parent, so I don't know what it's like to travel with 3 kids, and I'm sure it's really hard. But I'm pretty sure like you wait for them to fall asleep before you do, right?
Right. And like she definitely had to take a sleeping pill because
15 hours on a plane.
Right, with kids screaming, and like good for you, like can I have one? But you like your kids are just running amok. I mean, I guess when there's so many crew members
and
they have nannies, like she doesn't have to worry, but why did it all fall on Chloe?
And like, again, like I can't speak to anything because I'm not a parent, but like her kids are wild. Like they were so loud on the plane.
Yeah, that's a tough age. And
Mason.
And then they all are, like, there are so many cousins around the same age, and it's like a really tough, intense age, and they just bring out like the energy
craziness
in
each other. But yeah, why it all fell on Courtney is, I mean, Chloe is beyond me. I guess because Kim truly has her hands full. She also has 3 kids. Scott is doing what he can as a dad.
Yeah.
And Chloe's just there, and Chloe's always been the one to like help because she was the one for so long who didn't have kids. But like her priorities have changed, and like when she gets to the house and her bags aren't there, I was like, I understand.
No, I totally
She's like, I've been
understand.
wiping everyone's ass for 22 hours. Where's my fucking bag?
And Courtney, just in the way that she speaks, she's so rude,
Yeah.
so dismissive and condescending, and like I don't know how someone has a conversation with her.
Because it's like, she just said, she's like Lisa Vanderpump. She'll like say a jab and then expect the conversation to go on as normal. And when someone holds her accountable for their jab, she just like sits there and laughs, and it's so annoying.
But she doesn't even, she's actually worse than Lisa Vanderpump, because at least Lisa Vanderpump hides behind the fact that she's joking.
And she's British.
Courtney's just like, no, that's the truth. Get over it.
No, she was pissing me off so much. And Chloe definitely overreacted like in the moment. But you know, it's like build up. Like it's not the one thing that upsets you the most. It's like the week lead up.
Yeah, I actually didn't even think that she overreacted because it was so warranted.
Yeah.
And she walked away.
Yeah, which is the best thing you can do.
And she could have hurled insults left and right. When Kourtney was complaining about the 6 lip glosses in her pouch.
That was so crazy.
Everything she was like trying to say was so crazy in her bag. I'm like, I have that. I have that too.
Do you know how many fucking lipsticks I have in this bag right here?
Also, your sister's own cosmetics company's like, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of lip liners.
And you're
around.
famous. Like, you wear makeup. Like, it was the fact that her assistant is now probably like fired because she didn't organize her pouches enough. She's like, I have my this is what she said. I have my assistants make an inventory list of what's in every single one of my pouches.
That you have too much money.
Too much assistance.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? That was so crazy. Like, and then other than that, I just like enjoyed watching the episode, like them going vacationing. Like Kim taking all the kids for the day to the chocolate factory. Like Kim is a saint.
She is saint.
Yeah. And when she said Saint was her favorite, now I like, oh no, she said
Saint was her favorite.
I'm watching it through that lens and like Saint is totally her favorite. Like she was holding his hand the whole episode.
I've never even seen that. I guess I missed it.
Saint, who do you think is her
was
cutest
Chicago
kid?
there?
Yeah.
Who's her cutest kid? It's impossible to say because each one is cuter than the next.
I think Saint.
And like for me,
Saint looks the most like Kanye.
I just love North because we get the most out of her as a kid.
Whoa.
And I think Chicago's like the most beautiful baby.
No, Chicago's beautiful.
I can't recall if it's a boy or girl.
No, but when they were talking about Rain and they were like, Rain, he's crazy. I was like, what?
And no, I can't ever remember if Rain is a boy or girl or Chicago's a boy or girl.
Because they're both, Rain is more of a masculine name, so I guess I understand that. But Chicago is a girl?
I think Chicago's a girl, and Rain keeps his hair really long. So, and he's beautiful.
And has the same face as Penelope.
He's beautiful, so I always at first think he's a girl. They just have some gender fluid children.
And Mason is huge.
Oh my God, he is like Scott's age.
Yeah, no, like they're broing out, going to get beers.
Yeah, soon. Like honestly, when he turns 14, probably.
That'll be so interesting. Like if they continue the show into like Mason being an adult, like, wow.
They probably will. And then I want The Hills with Mason and his friends.
Yeah, Mason's 10, so like that's only 8 more years of shows.
Yeah, until he's a legit guy out on the
That's so
scene.
crazy.
Until he's Sophia's age.
The show is
I want Sophia on vacation.
Completely. Also, I also caught up on 2 weeks ago because I didn't watch, and like the way that Kourtney was like, what's the word? Like you lured
lure something over someone's head.
Yeah, like Scott, like if you want to come to the trip, you have to do this. Like, it's like, please, they wanted Scott there more than they wanted you. You see how Kim's face lit up when she said that Scott was coming? Like, they all, and Chloe too, like, they all wanted to hang out with him. The way that she just, like, makes him work for everything. And she was like, I don't want to give you mixed messages. And he was like, I'm in a full relationship. And like, you're not. Like, I'm good.
Right.
I'm so glad he said that. She's really out of control.
She's out of control. And I'm so happy for Scott. And it's clear, like, this, people are like, he's the best he's ever been. And they're all saying, like, he's such a great dad. He's so positive. Like, he's so hands-on. And lest we not forget, like, who is probably responsible for a lot of that change? Sophia Richie.
She deserves
Thank you,
credit.
Sophia, for giving us, like, our Scott back.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's sad that Kourtney and Scott didn't work out, but like now I'm at the point where it's like, I hope Scott never gets back together with Kourtney.
Of course.
And I hope she lives to regret it for the day of her life.
Those were some dark, terrible episodes.
She was so mean to him.
She was so mean to him. He was so terrible. They were a horrible couple.
Yeah.
But, you know, it all worked out because they have beautiful children and they co-parent nicely, but I also hope they never get back together.
Yeah, no, like for his sake.
Yeah.
She's so mean.
Okay, are you ready for the next story?
Wait, no, I want to go back to that.
To the Flipping Houses?
Yeah, so it's going to be on E.
It's going to be on E. An 8-episode, 1-hour series will premiere this summer.
It's actually crazy how long TV takes to get off the ground, because obviously Scott's been thinking about this for like 5 years. Mm-hmm. And I really feel like in their heyday, like this would have been great for them, even though I don't want to see Kourtney more on TV, but like this is what they were like meant to do. It's like everyone found their niche in the Kardashians, like outside of the show, like Kylie found cosmetics, Kim found cosmetics. Everyone found like their own thing, Chloe with the jeans.
Kendall with the modeling.
And it like Kourtney never found her thing. It's because like she found it and like wouldn't pursue it.
Yeah.
And now he's pursuing it with Willa Ford.
He said, I'm excited to bring fans a new series that shows what I'm really passionate about professionally, which is flipping real estate and doing crazy and impressive renovations on celebrity homes. E has never had a show like this before. It's a bit different than viewers are used to seeing, but I think they will be both entertained and inspired by my team.
Depending on Willa Ford's like vibe, I will 100% be watching this.
Totally.
I
Also,
mean, I love a house flipping show.
His best friend and business partner, Benny Luciana, will be in it, and their contractor, Mikey Moore, and his assistant, Lindsay Diamond.
No, I'm so here for it. Yeah, totally. I'm so here for it.
I'm so here for it. I'll be watching. Let's have a watch party.
No, totally. I'm just so happy for Scott. He's also like an investor in that brand Talentless.
Yeah.
Which is like fancy sweatpants.
Yeah.
And they were included on all those giveaways that the Kardashians have been doing, like buy the...
Oh, right. Honestly, It looks pretty cozy, but...
I just can't get my head around spending that much money on pajamas.
No, but for like when I'm traveling, it would be nice, but then it becomes shit.
Totally.
Okay.
That's why you just need Bombas.
I love my Bombas.
I've been like really like taking like note of my socks recently. Ever since I started wearing Bombas, it just highlights like the shitty quality of other socks. Because how often do you think about your socks? If you're like I used to be, not much. But I recently discovered socks that changed the way that I think about socks forever, and they're called Bombas. Bombas are the most comfortable socks in the history of feet. It's true. They're made from super soft natural cotton, and every pair comes with an arch support, seamless toe, and a cushioned footbed that's comfortable but not too thick. With different colors, patterns, lengths, and style, Bombas look great in the gym, at the office, or out on the town. Buy your Bombas at bombas.com/toast today and get 20% off your first purchase. That's bombas.com/toast for 20% off, bombas.com/toast. Trust me, it's worth it.
Totally. Your feet deserve a break.
My feet do deserve a
Your
break.
feet deserve Bombas.
My feet deserve the world.
Okay, our next 3 stories are in our well-rounded segment.
Wow, 3.
Because they're all quite interesting. First up, have you seen this? Instagram has considered hiding the like count on people's photos.
I heard that they were hiding the follower count on people's profiles.
I think that's also coming next too. So Instagram has
That's
considered hiding the
a
like count
horrible
on
idea.
photos so audiences can't see how many people have liked an individual post. An unreleased feature that would publicly hide the like counts was spotted by code hunter Jane Wong, who says the test states that Instagram wants your followers to focus on what you share, not how many likes your posts get. Only the person who posted a photo will be able to see the number of likes it received. Instagram says that it has not tested the feature. In a statement to The Verge, an Instagram spokesperson said, quote, "We're not testing this at the moment, but exploring ways to reduce pressure on Instagram is something we're always thinking about."
Okay, I absolutely hate this idea unless it's something you can choose. Like, you know how people, like Taylor Swift has no comments ever, like,
Yeah.
or from select people, then now there's like 1 or 2 comments from like Gigi Hadid could comment if she wanted,
Yeah.
and that's how like Drake has it too. If it's an option that like you can put on voluntarily, I'm cool with that. But if they make the entire platform like no one has a choice and there's no more likes anymore, like I'll be pissed.
Well, I hate the idea of no more followers. It's like I haven't been working this hard, thirsting for this many years for it all to go away. So that I don't agree with. I do think the idea of not everyone being able to see your likes is interesting. It definitely relieves pressure. I think people would then post more, which is what Instagram always wants. And like it would be nice to post and really not have to worry about what the likes are. And only you would see them so you would know if you're still posting garbage. I think it's an interesting
I'm
thought.
so not here for
I'm
it.
not gonna be like on the front lines like championing it, but I don't mind it. I really don't.
I just hate when like things are working great and then like Mark Zuckerberg is out here trying to change them, you know?
Yes, and I always feel that way, but then there's so many updates that have happened where at the time I'm like, this is terrible, and now in hindsight it's like this was the way.
Do you remember in high school when like
When
Facebook
Facebook
was
changed.
perfect and then they changed their thing and there used to be like ways to like go back?
Yeah, well, you used to not have a news, like, I can't imagine using Facebook the way that we used to now. Like, it wouldn't be able to be the platform that it is now without those changes. And there are still some changes that they do that I hate. Like, really, none of us need Facebook stories, you
Totally.
guys. Like, please, make it stop. But, like, when Instagram stories came out, we're like, we have this on Snapchat.
Yeah.
But now it's changed everything.
That's true.
So I think some change is necessary. And I don't know, I don't hate this idea. I think people would post more and just be more candid. I know that I would.
I would love it if it were optional.
But how could it be optional if like you're going through your feed and you see some people have likes and other people don't, then you just assume that person got no likes?
No, you just assume that they decided to turn that feature on.
I don't know. I think this isn't all or not. This isn't like comments.
Oh man, that'd be so crazy. That would like really shake up the Instagram like world, like platform forever.
Yeah. Except I do like seeing how many likes other people get so I
Yeah.
can know like who's fake.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for me, like sometimes I won't post something because I'm like, even though I like this picture, I don't know if it'll do well.
Think
or
about
whatever.
some of the
And
bloggers that like we're obsessed with following because they have like the fakest accounts
because
ever.
they had 300,000 followers
that they
and
bought?
and 2,000 likes.
Yeah,
That
like-
just doesn't make Makes sense.
we couldn't, like, what would I do on my Finsta all day?
No, that's true. It should be like video views. Like it's
There, oh my God, there is, I agree with that.
It's not on the news feed, but you could click on someone's post and see how many likes that they did get, but it's not super apparent.
Prevalent.
I think that would be cool.
There is a toaster subgroup about like toasters who are obsessed with bloggers. I think I told you about this. And I joined it just because like I love to keep up with fellow bloggers, you know. And they have got me hooked on this girl. I'm like, I can't say her name, but like I want to die. Like they're fully convinced that she's pregnant and they're fully convinced she has a fake belly. And like honestly, I kind of agree. Like they're so crazy. I've never heard of this girl in my life. Like, and she's just not my like
cup of tea.
No, I'm just not her
target demo.
Yeah, like she just leads a totally different life than me. But like I look at her Instagram every day now because like I'm 100%. She'll be in a romper and like have no belly. She'll put on a dress. She's 9 months pregnant. It's the craziest thing.
That is crazy.
No,
but
I know.
You would think if someone's faking a pregnancy and they're on social media, it almost makes you think that she is really pregnant. It just is weird because she would do a better job. Like, why would she put on that romper without her fake belly?
That's true. Like, it looks so fake. Like, it has to be real.
Right, and it's like all she does is probably social media all day. Like, I'm sure she's aware, so it must be
like,
real.
people are commenting it.
So it must. Has she posted like any like bathing suit pictures with her
yes,
belly?
Yes, one pieces. No, she won't show her belly.
Oh,
and it's like pregnant people are always showing their belly.
Did she wear 2 pieces before?
I didn't. I started following her like 2 weeks ago.
I don't have my own Finsta, and
you have got to get one.
There's been a few situations where I've needed one, and
I mean, there's one girl that I'm obsessed with, that Olivia got me obsessed with, and I got you obsessed with, and
but it's honestly, like I'm so obsessed with her that I should follow
Jackie,
her.
I said the same thing. She
deserves my follow.
I started following her as a hate follow, and I'm obsessed with her now. Like, I buy all of her stuff. Like, I can't, every time she posts, I'm like waiting with bated breath. Like, she's just this billionaire who has like no sense of what the real world is and like has the most beautiful clothes and is like always swiping up to like $6,000 jackets. But like, I love her. And some of the stuff she does is like so cringy and horrible. Like, it makes me want to die. But like, I love her. And like, I'm giving her so many views for my Finsta. So like, I should just follow her.
No, and that's how I feel. Like, if I'm checking all the time on someone, they deserve my follow. They're doing something worth following.
Right. I mean, there's another girl. She's like a fitness, like health enthusiast, and like when she talks into the camera, like I feel like taking my phone and like literally having it run over by a Mack truck, like an 18-wheeler.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Oh.
And she is horrible, and like she like just like always putting together IGTVs. Like I can't.
Ugh, okay, but so I was saying, like, I feel like if I get a Finsta, like, it's not a good road to be on. If there's someone who I'm so interested in that I need to check up on them all the time, like, they deserve a follow.
No, you know what else
Unless
it
it's
is?
someone that I can't be seen following.
So a lot of people will DM me stories. They're like, you should see this, or this person mentioned you. So I'm not ever gonna like look at this like low level, like whatever on I don't want them to see that girl no job watched. So I will go on my Finsta and go to that person's story and like see what they're saying about me. Because if it's bad, I don't want them to know that like they said something bad about me. Like there's this girl, oh my God, this girl who, it was so funny because I had heard of her username before, and it was because she DM'd me 1,000 times over the past few years, like being thirsty as hell. Like, can you post this? And then she like put something nasty at me in her story, and I was like, bitch, are you fucking kidding? But I didn't want her to see that I saw, so I had to go on my Finsta and look.
Oh, that's the only reason for a Finsta. Like, if you're someone who like is trying to look at a guy, your ex's girlfriend, all that Finsta material. But if it's to stalk bloggers who are clearly interesting enough to check out all the time, I think they deserve your follow. And if people are doing it to me, follow me.
No, it's like the pregnant girl, like I'm definitely not gonna follow. But the girl who like I've been hate following for years that has slowly turned into an absolutely like love and adore follow, I think I'm gonna follow her.
I think she deserves it. And I wonder, there's possible someone will figure out like that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hold off on following her for a while.
Wait, I wanted to say one more thing about.
But I actually met her once.
Speaking of people talking about you on their stories, in the Patreon episode that we're posting today, I finally figure out what Claudia's cross to bear in life is, and you have to listen to it because I really feel for you, my sister.
Thank you. And you saw that firsthand.
I saw it firsthand and secondhand because of that Instagram story. That was just like
so weird.
Okay.
Okay, what was the story?
That was Instagram, hiding likes.
Very interesting. Thank you for sharing. Of course, like any story about Instagram just has me talking about like my favorite bloggers to hate.
Right.
What bloggers do you follow that you like?
Well, I don't ever like go to anyone's blog. So people that have blogs that I follow. Well, you know, we met those girls at
in Nashville?
No, at Revolve.
Oh my God, what was her name? She's
Emma,
gorgeous.
and Sophie. They're these 4 girls who were just like the best dressed girls at Revolve Festival.
We were looking at them before we started talking to them. We were looking at this girl, the girl in the pink. What's her name? Emma. And we were like, holy shit, that is the cutest outfit, and that girl is the most beautiful. And obviously, she ended up being a toaster because all toasters are beautiful.
And all of her friends were toasters, and they're
all
like
from
this
Canada.
girl gang, and they like take pictures together. They like dress. They just have great flow. They taught me about PFG, which is pink feed goals, because they're obsessed with the flow as well.
Yeah.
And I started following them, and like my life has changed.
No, they were really cool. Like, that's what's supposed to happen at Revolve, you know?
Yeah. No, they were just a great representation of the culture and like of Coachella and Revolve.
Yeah.
And it was just nice to meet them.
And just like what it means to be like beautiful, like on the inside and out.
And a toaster.
Right.
Doesn't get better.
The fact that they ended up being toasters is like what made it,
That's how we knew they were beautiful on the inside.
Yeah. They also had straight teeth, so I was like wanting to kiss them.
Right.
I just love
They
when
must have used Candid Co.
They must have, because Candid is helping people gain confidence through accessible and affordable orthodontic care. Candid makes the process of straightening your teeth convenient and easy by having the customer take the process into their own hands. Straighter and brighter teeth in an average of 6 months and cost 65% less than braces. Everything is delivered to your home, white glove customer service in addition to email and phone support. Candid will set up a video call with you to answer any questions you have and talk through any modeling process. Candid makes clear aligners that are sent directly to your home and are customized specifically for you to straighten your teeth. You're one step away from getting straighter, whiter teeth. Take advantage of Candid's risk-free straighter kits guarantee. Plus, when you use our dedicated link, candidco.com/toast, you'll save 50% off on your starter kit. That's candidco.com/toast to get 50% off your first starter kit. candidco.com/toast.
Nice. It's good stuff.
What's another well-rounded story we got today?
Okay, I'm excited to get your thoughts on this. But don't yuck anyone's yums.
I never.
Washington State is set to be the first state to allow, quote, human composting. So you can be buried, you can be cremated, and soon you can have your dead body composted. And
What's composted?
When you like people do it with like garbage or like fruit or dead animals apparently, where you let it like sort of decompose and you use it for like fertilizer and soil.
Oh, that's nice. I feel like there are some people who like love the earth so much that they would want that.
That's what they have at kibbutzes. Like you always have to leave your food
Oh,
in
yeah.
compost.
Well, like, I mean, this is not for me, but I do really like understand the concept of like not being attached to like your physical body once you're dead. Like there's nothing there.
And not wanting to be buried.
Yeah, and it's like
coffin season is
so horrible.
So scary.
And like,
and you get to give back to the planet.
I mean, our dad died 10 years ago, and I've been to visit him once. I just feel no connection to like the physical place
of a cemetery.
Of a burial. And I find them to be like creepy and weird. And so if there's something you could do, like organ donors that makes the most sense. Like,
and also like you are buried because, we're made from the dust and we're going back to the dust. But if you're being composted, you are still returning to the dust.
I mean, I guess there's just something weird about like sitting in a field like with dead bodies, like technically in it.
Like in like dead vibes.
Yeah, but like spooky vibes for sure. But you know what? Like the more I think about it, like the more we should be doing like better things with dead bodies. Because like I feel, maybe I'm unique. Like I think maybe other people like feel really like connected to grave burial spots, but like I just think like there's no connection between like the way you feel about someone and like their memory and like the physical resting place of their body.
No, but it's like if you do go visit it forces you to like confront your feelings and
that's true.
So it's like it's good for that.
But like people who like have huge like you can always tell like where there's like a real like flamboyant like. Is flamboyant the right word? Like show-offy, like kind of person?
Mausoleum.
Yeah, with like the huge gravestone, with like the bench.
They're stunting on this cemetery.
It's like, honestly, you're an ass. Like, don't waste money. Give it to the poor.
Agreed. Washington appears set to become the first state to allow a burial alternative known as, quote, natural organic reduction, an accelerated decomposition process that turns bodies into soil within weeks. The bill legalizing the process, sometimes referred to as, quote, human composting, has passed the legislature and is headed to the desk of Democratic Governor Jay Inslee. If signed by the governor, the new law would take effect on May 1st, 2020. Inslee spokeswoman Jamie Smith said that while the governor's office is still reviewing the bill, this seems like a thoughtful effort to soften our footprint on the earth.
Well, I'm planning shows for, this part of town, and while I'm excited, I just won't be sitting on any fields.
Right, and like you also just don't want to, then now they'll start like harvesting bodies for compost.
So it's like once they cremate you, they like put it in the earth or they have to like put it in dirt?
You don't get cremated, you like decompose.
Oh, the actual body?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like the ashes.
No, the body decomposes within weeks, and then you are able to be used as fertilizer.
What about the bones? Do bones
Decompose? I know.
So what do you do with the bones?
I don't know. Maybe you bury those or put, I don't know. They didn't.
It's just like, it's a weird thing to think about because like once you're no longer on this earth, like you don't necessarily need to occupy like space, you know?
Yeah. No, I know. I don't think it's like so crazy.
No, I mean,
and it's like people donate their organs. This is a way to give back to the earth.
yeah, like I think, and I don't want to offend anyone, but like I think cremating is like weird, you know? It's like you're burning your body. Like our people just escaped that, you know?
Right now, like there's only two options: be buried or be cremated. And like some people don't want to be buried.
I would rather, you know what I would rather be? And I was watching Game of Thrones, and this is what they do in the Iron Islands. They ship you like off to sea, and they let your body, like the fish, like eat your body.
I wouldn't want that either.
It's like now I could feed like other species.
You can if you become human compost.
Who am I feeding?
Fertilizer. It helps grow fruits, vegetables. It's good for the animals. It's good for the farms.
Disgusting.
Why? They use horse shit as fertilizer.
They do? Mm-hmm. The earth is weird.
It's an interesting place.
This is really what the
One
little
man's
dicky...
shit is another man's treasure.
It's true. Mm-hmm. Well, this is interesting. I'd be curious to see the first person to do it, you know?
Yeah, and if it goes through, we'll definitely keep you posted.
Interesting story. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome. I get this newsletter that I just have to shout out where I get a lot of my interesting stories. It's called Need to Know. It's the only newsletter subscription that I subscribe to, and I just can't recommend it enough. They really just, it's full of interesting factoids.
Did you ever see the episode of what is it called? Like, oh fuck. It's like that TLC show, like My Crazy...
Oh, My Strange Addiction.
My Strange Addiction, where the girl was addicted to eating her like dad's or her husband's ashes.
Right.
That was disgusting.
That was disgusting.
That turned me off to cremating.
Right. Okay, I understand why you're averse to it.
Yeah.
Fifth and final story. In some crazy Black Mirror shit, British company wants to discreetly weigh passengers before each flight. I'm going to say that again. British.
Oh!
I knew you weren't paying
Looks
attention.
like I'm not going to London anytime soon.
British company wants to discreetly weigh passengers before each flight to reduce costs. A British tech startup wants to figure out more accurate ways of weighing passengers ahead of flights. Although most passengers are accustomed to weighing their bags before takeoff, the calculations don't actually stop there. Airline crews have to approximately determine the total amount of weight on board each flight before takeoff in order to ensure that there will be enough fuel to make the journey, the outlet reported. The treacherous journey.
Wait.
The heavier the plane, the more fuel is required.
Well, I didn't realize that they weighed your bags like for that purpose, but I guess that makes sense. Like if you're bringing a ton of bricks.
Yeah. However, since passengers aren't required to step on a scale themselves, airlines aren't really able to get an exact number, which means planes often carry more fuel than necessary, which doesn't like seem like a bad thing.
You know,
right? What if we get rerouted? What if there's a divine diversion?
Right. You never know.
Increasing both the airline's costs and its carbon footprint. Okay. Well,
the carbon footprint, I guess I understand, but like.
But what if I decide to human compost? Can I get a pass?
Right. Yeah. We give and we take. Yeah.
Quote, it's critical to, that was also something about Scott when he was like, I think it's symbolic that instead of taking the treasures from the island, he left treasures instead.
Oh,
and he
so
was like,
cute.
I think it's symbolic that I'm giving instead of taking.
Genius.
It's critical to know the actual weight and to ensure the correct fuel uplift, the company's CEO told Lonely Planet. According to the Washington Post, most airlines rely on generous estimations for the weight of its passengers: 197 pounds for men, 154 pounds for women, and 77 pounds for children. So I guess, yeah.
I mean, that's so inaccurate.
No, but that would be the average. That's what they're averaging, but some people are more, some people are less.
Right.
But even still, that's not the average weight, I believe, so they're estimating up.
Well, instead of having people getting weighed on planes, why don't they have every person just say their weight? Yeah.
Yeah, or like a range, because obviously, you know, no one wants to confront that
at
the air. As if airports aren't hard
Jackie,
enough,
not
you
only
have to
that,
get weighed.
like nobody knows for sure. You know?
And it's like, are they going to let me take my shoes off?
Right, and it's like, is it the middle of the day or is it before breakfast?
Right.
Big difference. Am I wearing a hoodie or a t-shirt?
Right, and then everyone's going to start like dressing lightly. We'll be even more naked and gross on flights.
Oh my God, totally. No, I mean, I understand like the physics behind this, but like to have a scale on board is just not an option.
No, I think you should be able, like right with your, or, I mean, this is also this is just sounding so Black Mirror, but maybe like when you go get your like TSA number, you know how everyone has like a redress number?
Yeah.
When you do that, they weigh you and it's part of your like profile, like, you know, you're just like your age and your sex.
It's like,
and your
I struggle
name.
with this
It's part of your
because-
profile
right.
when you book flights.
I struggle with this because like a weight is like, it's not like, it's just a number, like, and it's facts. Like you step on a scale
It's just
and
like
that's
your
what-
height. It's your height.
Right. And so, but there's something, I don't know, like so deeply personal about it that like, I mean, there's like one joke in my show about like a weight, like a number. And every time I say it, like I have the biggest fan in my stomach. Like I can't believe I just told people how much I used to weigh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, there's something deeply personal about it, but if you take that out of it, this isn't like such a, I don't think we should be weighing in like fat camp at the airport.
Right.
But I understand the thought behind this.
And I understand the mechanics behind it, like why we need to do it.
But I just think it's a slippery slope because then from here maybe we go into Black Mirror where you do get rated based on how you are as a passenger.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something airlines need to know too.
Totally.
Maybe you can't sit in first class if you're an asshole.
That should be allowed.
No, but it shouldn't because
Yeah.
being an asshole is your right.
Right.
As a
God-given
citizen.
right. Agreed.
It's your God-given right.
You paid for this ticket just to be an asshole.
Right, and whatever. Do what you want to do, or you could sleep 15 hours and let your kids run amok. Someone just, and it's according to Ramona Singer, like this is something we need to know because the average American girl is huge.
Yeah. She's so funny. But no, I guess this is like a British thing, but like it's probably more of an issue in America because America does have a problem with obesity. So I guess weight distribution is even harder.
And I guess starting it in Britain is like less touchy because they don't,
Because they did it first.
and they don't feel some type of way about their weight.
Right, because they don't have an obesity problem.
No, so it's like just getting someone's height. I don't know. This would be so crazy, but I think there's a tasteful way to do it.
Honestly, I need to hear what Jamila Jamil has to say about this because she's just like truly the outspoken person for like body shamers in the world, and I need to get her take on it.
But no one's shaming you. You don't have to pay more. It's
No,
just
but there's something shameful about having to share it.
There's something shameful about having to weigh in
On
at the
both
airport.
spectrums. Like no matter what your size, like you're always self-conscious about the
No.
number.
I'm always and also like my weight really fluctuates, so I would need like a good 15-pound range.
I also
to
would
tick
need like a
off.
2 weeks notice, like because I would have to start dieting, you know?
Right, to get on the plane. But at least, no, what would be crazy if they wanted to charge you? Like if you have an overweight bag, you get charged.
That's
if
like-
you're overweight, you get charged.
That's like
That would be crazy.
That's like when like an extra large shirt is more money than a small.
That doesn't happen though.
Yes, it does.
Really?
Yes. Bullshit.
I asked, I think it was when I was like looking at wedding dresses, I asked if bigger sizes are more expensive because there's more material. And they were like, no, that's like so unethical.
Inhumane.
Yeah.
But no, they do. I've seen it before.
Oh, I haven't seen
Not
that.
at like real stores, but like online, I've seen it.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Anyways, those are the 5 stories. I think they were very well rounded.
You know what they were? They were robust.
They were robust. They give you a lot to talk about, at your Seder, at Easter Sunday next year. But I would love to, to hear you guys sparking conversations on what you think about human composting because I'm at all of these stories, Instagram, human composting, and weighing airlines, like I really see both sides of the coin.
Right. Like I get the metrics behind the weighing, but I'm not here for it, you know?
Yeah.
But if it's saving lives and the environment.
And it's saving fuel, except I think a little extra fuel can go a long way when you have a divine version.
Or when an
what
engine
if we
goes
only
out?
had enough fuel to get to New York?
Right, but the place we needed to go was a little further.
Right.
Sure.
Or what about when you have to hover because you can't land?
Right. Like Post Malone.
Right.
Right.
Well, actually, it would have been better if they had less fuel because they were just up there burning fuel so they could land.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can also drop fuel, like in the ocean.
They were above Teterboro.
Oh.
They weren't, they were having issues.
Got it.
Anyways, those are the stories that you needed to know this morning, and honestly, you really needed to know those ones. Sometimes you don't need to know them.
No, you really needed to know.
You must know that Scott Disick is getting his own show, and that Taylor Swift has pink hair, and we have good vibes coming our way on Friday.
But you know what you really need to know? Brandless. Do you brandless?
I brand less.
I just got a huge box of brandless, and it had so many things, but also for Theo. And okay, so brandless, ready? You can get anything on Brandless. Organic virgin coconut oil, organic applesauce pouches. For us, you can get kosher stuff. For Theo, I can get all natural, non-GMO. Brandless loves people who love to eat, and that's why they love us. That's why their entire food assortment is non-GMO, made without synthetic preservatives or flavors, and they carry a broad range of organic, gluten-free, and vegan items. You can literally search by you can do keto. Ben had a keto search in. And they're also launching a Brandless baby collections where you can find clean diapers, clean baby care that's free of the same 400 plus questionable ingredients we've banned from our other clean beauty and personal care collections, plus non-GMO and organic first foods. Brandless delivers unbelievable quality at simple, fair prices. I'm starting to get into more organic, but I feel like when I have a kid, I'm gonna be like, I'm not letting my kid have any of this crap. Like, why am I eating it, you know?
Totally. And I talk about that on the episode that we're posting today on Patreon, how really like the toast and our sponsors has really made me use more clean products and beauty products, food, etc. And I feel really good about it. Like, I feel like, honestly, this show, you know what? Yesterday was Earth Day, and this is the eco-friendly episode because
it is our planet.
It is.
Brandless offers better options for the things you care about besides price. Organic, fair trade, non-GMO, gluten-free, and vegan food items. Bakeware made from professional-grade aluminized steel by a family-owned company in the USA. Right now, our listeners can receive free shipping on orders of $48 or more at Brandless. Go to brandless.com/toast to see our favorite and receive free shipping on orders of $48 or more. Don't wait a second longer. Go to brandless.com/toast to see our favorites and receive free shipping on orders of $48 or more. Start enjoying high-quality products you deserve today.
love
Theo's
it.
probably reaping the most benefits because I don't have any kids. Theo's probably reaping the most benefits of Brandless, of this partnership.
Of Brandless,
Brandless.
precious gem of man. Okay, Vanderpump Rules. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Super boring episode, but like really sweet episode. I enjoyed all the wedding stuff. I loved Jax's response. Did you see?
I saw it.
He said, in my 7 years of television, I've never once complained about editing, but what they did to that scene, I mean, that scene was horrible.
The scene was horrible. You could tell everyone's reactions weren't paired up with what was being said. And then they teased the scene so much. And in actuality, they only played like 1 minute of it, which I was glad for because having seen what Jax said, I don't need to watch fake television.
Okay, the guy in the corner who kept making like the perfect facial reactions, who is that?
I don't know.
I don't think he was a member of the family. I think he was like one of Jax's friends because he was being so funny.
Oh, I don't even know.
And
but it's like they were using expressions of the other side of the table being shocked and just showing them like over Jax speaking. But then when Jax was speaking, you saw the guy next to him who's like completely in agreement with him.
Yeah.
So you know that what he's saying isn't crazy.
It was definitely edited really poorly.
And I'm glad he posted that because I would have come on here and been like, what? I thought you changed. Like, it was confusing. And I said that when Rachel O'Brien was here, I was like, next week, Jax like looks really kind of cringy. And it wasn't matching up with everything he's done this season. So thank you for the clarification.
But at the end of the day, Brittany's brothers and dad are like so cute. And they're just like so Southern.
Her whole family's so cute. She's so cute. And I'm just loving her and her extra wedding. And like she has a maid of honor, a matron of honor. And it's like, I was so the opposite kind of bride. And I'm loving finding out what this shit even means. Thank you for letting me know what a matron of honor is.
I did think it was really interesting though that she chose Katie technically as her maid of honor. Like I didn't even know that they were that close.
Well, I think she's equally close with the girls, but she already had a maid of honor. She's not gonna have 2, but she's able to have a matron of honor and Katie's the only married one. That's what it was. So Kristen lost the job because she wasn't married.
Oh, I thought you have a maid of honor, but if they're married, you just call them a matron.
I'm pretty sure you're
both.
able. I don't think you can have 2 maid of honors, but if you have a matron and a maid, it allows for you to have 2. That's the vibe that I got. Like it could have been Kristen.
By the way, Brittany looked so good in every single wedding dress. Like I was really shook up.
I know, and like I love that she knows what she wants. I love that she knows who she is.
Yeah.
You know?
And she like really embraces like the cheesy, like fairy tale vibe.
And she doesn't she's getting me so excited for her. And usually like TV weddings, I'm like, I don't really now that I've been married, I care more because now I know what everything means.
Yeah.
But I'm just loving this storyline, and
she's getting married in a castle. Like I love her.
She's so cute, and like everything was so Disney. I love that Forever Rose in the jar as like a person on my own. So like to get that as a gift, like thank you.
So special.
So special.
And they were all like just really excited to be there. Kristen was being so funny actually. Like her thinking she was gonna be the maid of honor. Like why?
I think her and Brittany are really close, and she is. Everyone says she is an incredible friend, Kristen.
Yeah.
Like. She's there for everyone all the time. Rachel said it here. Sheena said it last night on Watch What Happens Live. We must talk about Sheena on Watch What Happens Live.
I didn't see. Who was she with, Carl?
She was with Carl. Their moms were bartending behind the bar. They were flirting the entire time. Apparently they got drinks earlier and they were going out again that night, and they 100% hooked up last night.
For sure, but they hooked up before.
They hooked up before, she said, and it was so funny because the way that came out, that Steven said it on our show.
Yes, everyone in the world knows that because of our show.
And then every time someone was on Watch What Happens Live, Andy would ask about it. So and then when they were there last night, they went specifics. Sheena was like, we rounded third base. And I think last night they took it all the way because they were like being so cute and lovey.
Well, I'm really perplexed by what's going on with Sheena, and I have to say, it's quite interesting. In terms of storylines that we're getting, they're so boring. There's nothing going on this season. I'm actually intrigued by this whole Adam thing because I thought she was crazy, Sheena, in the beginning, like pretending that Adam was like, I don't even like her. But now like Adam totally likes her.
Totally likes her. I'm intrigued, and I'm also having a reaction while watching, whereas everything else I'm like, okay.
It's passive.
Whether I'm cringing, I'm excited, I'm sad for her, I'm like, this is awkward, I'm feeling something.
I mean, that date was horrifying.
Horrifying.
When they got on the bed to like start filming a porno, I was gonna die.
She really needs to be the Bachelorette. Like,
I know.
She has all the chops for it.
Yes. But that would mean she has to go on first.
I don't know. Sometimes they're always looking for like celebrity bachelorettes. Like they always say Chloe's gonna be it.
Totally.
But anyways. The Adam of it all. Next week, they showed a promo for next week where she has that conversation with Adam at the engagement party and they're like screaming at each other and she literally says to him like, are you in love with me? And he was like, no. And she was like, answer the question. He was like, I just did. No.
Like she gets an inch and she takes a mile. Like she takes everything too far, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like she like is creating her own romantic comedy. Like she really thinks that she's like in a movie, and you know what she kind of is. She's on a TV show.
Yeah, no,
but
and it's
just
like she thinks that she's gonna bring this guy in, and Adam's gonna just like chase after her
fall
and like
head
show
over
up at her
heels.
house.
Yeah, she like thinks she's like the heroine in this story.
Yeah,
and it's like, it's so painful to watch sometimes. But like she owns it. And last night, like she was saying, she fast forwarded through all of her scenes last season with Rob because it was so cringy.
Right.
Like, and I feel like she always owns that she's been cringy, but even while she's owning it, she's being cringy again. So she's gonna have to.
But it's like, it's kind of how like you said, Brittany like owns who she is completely and like her vision, and like Sheena like really owns that too. Like Sheena is a basic ass bitch and like who is cringy and like says like awkward things that make you want to die, but like that's who she is, and at least she like owns that.
No, she owns it. She doesn't try to change, no matter how many times someone says to her like,
stop talking about Rob. Stop talking about Rob.
Stop doing this. Stop doing that. She doesn't change who she is, and I just respect people like that.
I couldn't agree more.
And last night on Watch What Happens Live, she was being like the most Sheena, and I really enjoyed it. And like that's what I want out of my TV character.
And
when
I think for a while she was trying so hard to change because like the Witches of WeHo didn't like her like that, and her like being inauthentically someone else like was even worse. Like it was even cringier. So like she learned her lesson that day, and that was just like, be yourself, girl.
I totally agree. And so she's also just great for television. And while everyone else is being an adult, she's still out here like being single, like being young in Hollywood. Even when she talked about like, I know Chargers, Spurs, and Lakers, like cringe.
Stop.
And then she was asked about it on the show, and she was like, no, I never hooked up with them. Like we're friends. She like backtracked. She was like, it was just a funny thing that I said.
What?
No, it's like if you're gonna say that, like
Own
fucking
it.
take it all the way.
Have some conviction and run with it.
Right. It was just. I can't, but whatever. We must talk about Ariana versus Lisa Vanderpump.
Oh my God, I never thought I would be so on Ariana's side, but like I'm so here for it. And that's what we've been saying this whole time. It's like they are technically equals now. Like they all are reaping so many benefits from the show. I would dare say like Stassi is more famous than Lisa Vanderpump. Like I was watching Stassi's Instagram stories this weekend of her like on her book tour, like so many people showing up. She's gonna be a New York Times bestseller, like without a question. She might even be #1. Like that's how many people showed up. She did like 3,000 books. Like it's crazy.
I bought a book.
Yeah, I did too. So it's
read on the
plane. And I don't even think if Lisa Vanderpump wrote a book, like she could sell that many or that many people would show up at like it's equal now. Like we are on equal playing. The playing field has been leveled. So the fact that Lisa Vanderpump is constantly asserting herself as like their boss, as they're inferior to her, like it's frustrating because in reality they're not.
No,
so Ariana's like the first one really picking up on it.
Lisa has this restaurant. It is called Tom Tom. Like at some point you must acknowledge them as a success and instrumental to the success of this restaurant.
And instrumental to your success. Like, let's not forget, like, you are cashing checks from SUR, from Vanderpump Rules, from Tom Tom, and that is all incumbent upon, like, them being crazy and them taking trips. And you making a joke, oh my God, I so understood what Ariana was saying. It's like, not only did you tell us to take this trip, we have to take this trip for Vanderpump Rules, which is a show that you produce and you make money off of. And you make money off of us going to Mexico and being crazy.
And vacation episodes are the best episodes.
Right. So it's like, and now you're gonna like throw it in the face in a public interview saying like we're like degenerates because we're going on a trip that you made us take that makes you money?
So frustrating.
Oh my God, that made me so mad.
I'm looking forward to Ariana confronting her next week.
Because Ariana's very articulate, and like it's annoying when she's like not arguing on the side that you want because she's always making good points. So I'm hoping that like now that I'm on her side, like she will make some good points.
And I think that Lisa respects Ariana.
Me too.
But I don't think she's gonna respect what she's saying because all she says obviously it was a joke. Lighten up, sweetheart.
I'm British.
I can't
with the jabs.
Take some accountability because she does that with everything. Another rubber check from Tom Schwartz, even though you waited over a year to cash it.
That was so mean. And it's like, first of all, the second he found out that his check didn't cash, he took care of it. Like it's not that he didn't have the money. So he handled it immediately, and he did it in like a cute, kitschy way, like to make it official. Like the fact that you're making fun of him for his small bills, like that's so mean.
And actually, I was curious why the bills were so small, so I was glad she said something because,
because
I was like, why do you have $50,000 in $5 bills? But when he said it was so that it looked like even more, Otherwise, I would have come on the show and been like, it was $5, but it was fake.
Right, because if it was all like hundreds, it would only be like 1,000 hundreds, which isn't a lot. Like it doesn't fill up a whole briefcase.
Right. No, I was glad that she asked that question, but to keep harping on, like, you just got $50,000 cash. Don't bring up the check again.
Yeah. Agreed.
Also, wait, there was one more thing. I want to talk about James. I want to talk about Tuesday nights because, and the girls not wanting to do it anymore.
Yeah, it's like they did it to make a point, and if they were going to continue doing it, the point isn't made just one time. Like the point was like, you don't need to have James in here to make Tuesdays pop in. But James was consistently doing it every week. They did it once to prove a point and then never came back.
Is James working at SUR now?
I don't know. I don't think so, actually.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, the fact that they like won't do it every week. I know that they're so busy and they're not like just waiters and waitresses anymore, so it's different. But like James was being consistent, and that's consistency is everything.
It speaks more than whatever bullshit is going on at the restaurant, like in the waiter waitress like debacle.
Right. Okay, I have to go pack up my apartment. The movers are coming. So
Today
today we're
Wednesday?
packing. Tomorrow we're moving.
Oh my God, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Godspeed. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
Okay, I'll tell Snitch.
It's just too much.
too busy
I
of a
tried to
day.
make it work, but it's like
No,
impossible.
I totally understand, and I'm more than happy to carry the burden that you carry for me so often. So
thank you.
I will take Snitch, or unless someone else is in town, but I think Snitch. Maybe I'll do like a whole Taylor Swift themed episode with Margot.
Okay,
Like
echo chamber.
Yeah,
Call it the morning
I'm
echo
not
chamber.
really into like the negative vibes that you're spewing when it comes
Okay,
to
they
Taylor.
were hardly negative.
No, you raised some interesting points, but like still, I don't want to hear them.
They were like my overall consensus is positive.
Yeah.
And she can offer a little counseling to you and to all the toasters.
So be here tomorrow for me and Snitch going live. If you are looking for some more episodes, we've had a premium Ask Month on Patreon. That's patreon.com/morningtoast. We had our Coachella vlog. We had Jackie's in-depth Q&A with Ben. They had my very in-depth Q&A with the fashion and beauty lifestyle blogger Jackie O Problems.
Which will be posted today. And then yesterday we posted our famous couples throughout history,
Yes.
which some are saying was their favorite episode yet.
And then the final episode of the week is going to be, of the month, is going to be our Stagecoach vlog, which is going to be so fucking premium. The core four getting back together. Haven't spoken to Lauren Elizabeth yet. Don't know if she's coming, but like still need her to be there.
Right.
And like I mention it every day on the toast because I know she listens. So instead of like me being annoying texting her like, hey, did you get your tickets? I just say it on the toast because I know she'll hear it.
Yeah, so it's manifest destiny.
Exactly. Speak it into existence.
Exactly.
Thank you guys so much for being here. We will see you tomorrow. Have an amazing day. Bye.